Okay, guys, here we move on with the 40th gate. When you have the 40th gate in the sun, you are a workaholic. You love to work hard. You love to work hard for the tribe. And this is the kind of energy you really need if you want to be a father running a family. Very difficult to do that. Riding a cross of planning, we're getting to the end of the cross of planning since 1610. And it's all about there. So it's the place where we figure out how to have sex but not make children. So this is the great channel of foreplay. This is the great channel of oral sex. So yeah, this is what's going on with this 40th gate. So the 40th gate for a moment. If we're going to doing this in isolation, I wouldn't be able to tell you a whole different story. I would be able to say, look, what the tribe tells us is forget about the whole business of having a relationship. Masturbate. The 40th gate is about masturbation. Go ahead, masturbate. It's better. Why mess around with all this stuff? It's very easy. Enjoy your fantasies. Satisfy yourself. You don't impregnate anybody. It doesn't cost any money. Now you have to understand that the 40th gate, having that theme, allows us to become non-reproductive sex when it meets the 37. And the 37 by itself doesn't want to have non-reproductive sex. It doesn't particularly want to have sex at all, except there's no other way to get to the family. Basically, what it wants is affection. And it's such a joke. The 40th gate wants to be left alone, and the 37 gate wants affection. And both of them have to figure out how to make love. It's kind of cute. Yeah, but we can't look at it that way. We'll make a deal. You do this and I do that. We're stuck in it anyway, and let's work it out. You do this and I do that. Here's our bargain. So, what are you bargaining today? So, let's go. I'm wonderful. You're going to let me know what a great contribution I've made, and on and on. So, we start with the 1-3 profile. When we're dealing with the 1-3, what we can see is that or you can take this line of recuperation and you can integrate it into the life force. What you basically get to see is that the contract gives you a window of relaxation that we call the honeymoon. This is the honeymoon line. This is the line that says, okay, we got a contract. We're man and wife. Let's go off and really have a good time. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's relax. It's going to be hard work, but let's have a honeymoon. And the contract makes it possible. Now, of course, if you're a 1-3, you realize on your honeymoon you got a problem. On my first honeymoon, I shouldn't tell this story on camera. My very first honeymoon, we had a suite in the Plaza Hotel in New York City. I went out one morning. I was looking for a book. I had gone to the antique shop not far from the hotel. And when I came back and I got into the elevator, and when I got into the elevator, there was an absolutely stunning woman in that elevator who must have been in the right place at the right time, I suppose. Now you can find out on the honeymoon that things aren't cute going to be according to Hoyle. So the 1-3 discovered something about the honeymoon, that the honeymoon is really an illusion, and that you'd better hope that the contract works. And then all the fears of the third and the one together, the fears about that. Now, if you divorce a 1-3 that has this cross, you look out. They will take everything from you. They can. Everything savagely. Nobody's more disappointed in the breaking of a contract than the three. Nobody. Threes hates bonds made and broken. If you're not self and you're a three, you hate it. It's a failure after all. How many relationships don't work? And there's a partner in there who hates the failure, not in terms of being personal, but the relationship failed. You're going to pay for this. You're going to pay for putting me through this mistake. You're going to pay for lying when you sign the contract. Prenuptial agreements are scary. They come from the 1-3. The 1-3 says, I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm going to list it now in case you and I don't make it. This is mine. So then we go to the 1-4. The 1-4 profile says, now think about the 1-4s. The 1-4 perpetuate the honeymoon business. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you that the most 1-4 that they've created during the honeymoon, do you know what I mean? It's conception during the honeymoon. 9 months later comes the baby courage. And out of that comes the 1-4. The honeymoon is everything. It's all a honeymoon. All of things are rough. Take a second honeymoon, a third honeymoon, a fourth honeymoon, a fifth honeymoon. Ah, it's wonderful. The 47, because it's emotional, has to be seen in its emotionality. That the honeymoon in its horror moon, there's another side to the moon. You cannot separate the cross of planning from emotion. Think about where the cross of planning comes to an end. It comes to an end in 2027. It comes to an end with the mutation of the emotional system so that the intelligence will be present in feeling. The emergence of intelligent feelings, of emotional intelligence. And you can see very clearly in planning that everything about this area of planning, the cycle that we've been in, all of this has been the development of the feelings. And the 4037, the feeling they work is sensitivity. So when you're looking at the 1-3 or the 1-4, they are deeply sensitive to the contract and the value of the contract. The 1-4 believes the contract is everything. To be married is the only way. No, 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 no. No, just really together. unless you're married. Your children are best. They just follow whatever the mythologies that have been given by their parents. So it's all about the contract, guys. Fulfill the contract, be in the contract, follow the contract, and yeah, is there a contract?